and welcome to Admit One, your Whenever It Happens podcast about movies and mainly Marvel at this point. I am joined by one of our regular hosts, Keita.
Insightful as always.
Yeah. She's shy. And I'm also joined by my platonic lover, Kristian.
Hello.
Hello.
You got something on the bottom of your foot.
I do.
I assume it's tree flocking.
Yeah, probably. White fluff of kind.
Yes.
White stuffing. My mic's not on, apparently.
Interesting. Tap it?
It's not. Correct.
Oh.
It was earlier. Oh no!
Oh.
Drama already.
Is it plugged in correctly?
Yes.
Oh no, I don't know what to do because I don't know what would be causing that problem.
Hello? Nope.
Shit. Okay, please hold everyone. Tap your mic for me, please. You tap my mic. I think you've got the wrong cable.
But this is the one plugged into the thing.
I know. Try that one.
Hello? Oh. That's
My bad, everyone. My bad.
silly business.
That's totally my fuck up. I think it was just my mic picking you up.
Yeah, earlier. Yeah, it must have been.
Sorry.
Well,
It's probably not that loud. It's probably Acer being Acer.
loud. Is it loud, though? Was it loud? We'll wait for a second opinion. Anyway, we're here to talk about Fantastic Four: First Steps, the 800th movie in this franchise now. There's so many.
There's so many MCU movies and there's so many Fantastic Four movies.
There are four. Glorious. There's one technically unreleased one, so there's five.
I don't think an unreleased one can count.
But you can watch it
Okay.
from the 90s. They literally made it so they didn't have to give the rights back.
Really? That's cool. That's a cool bit of trivia. I didn't know that.
But it's real shit, as you can expect. I'd say only Fantastic Four movie that matters. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, at this point, yeah.
Yeah, because there aren't. The previous one was horse shit, to say the least. Anyway, let us begin. Chris. Oh. Hello.
That's a habit she's picked up. We're not sure why she's doing it, but she's started hitting. And I don't know if it's she thinks she's stroking us like we stroke her. I don't know if it's just an attention-seeking thing. Or if it's just pure violence. I haven't quite worked it out.
I think that trying to retrieve the contents of my ear is pure violence.
She's trying to help.
Anyway, what are your 30,000 foot thoughts on Fantastic Four: First Steps?
Okay. I would like to potentially ruffle some feathers.
Oh dear.
I thought it was good. Thought it was fine. I wasn't blown away by it, but I enjoyed it for what it is. I didn't come away from it going, that was amazing, like I did with Thunderbolts. Just more like, okay, that was a film and it was fine.
That's fair.
That was about my views on it.
That's fair enough. It's fair enough. That's still better than Captain America.
No, yeah, and this thing is, I don't think it's particularly bad. I don't think it's bad at all. I don't think it's bad. I'll get into it in more detail in a minute. It felt a little bit meaningless in a way. And I think that they could have delivered the same film with a little bit more weight. And I have an idea. I had an idea halfway through the film where I thought it was going, and it didn't go that way. And I think that my idea of where I thought it was going would actually be better than what they actually did, which I'll get into. So I didn't hate it. I didn't not enjoy it. I just thought it was fine. It's a very mid-tier movie for me.
This is fair. This is fair.
We're getting Discord notifications on your iPad.
I put airplane mode on.
I know you did. This is why we don't do shows, because when we try, nothing works still. Oh, you've made it so much worse.
Airplane mode is still on.
You need Do Not Disturb.
I've turned the Wi-Fi off. Oh, Do Not Disturb would have been way more logical. You are correct.
Logic is an Apple software.
I quite liked it. I quite liked the movie. But what, that really threw me off. What was the overview thoughts?
Yep.
Yeah, I quite like it. I like the characters. I like the relationship of the characters. Plot wise, yeah, it doesn't really lead into anything. That's actually one of the things I like, and one of my viewpoints of this, which we'll get into. One of my takeaways from this movie, because of recent MCU, I actually think it's nice that this had nothing to do with any of it. And I would like more of that. Completely differently stylistic movies. I know I've been a defender of the MCU style, saying that the movies are very different styles, but this is completely different.
Yeah, I have a big compliment for that actually, which I want to talk about in a bit more detail.
But yes,
side of it.
I quite like it overall. It's a bit above mid tier, like either a high middle or a low top end of the MCU for me.
The thing for me, and I also don't disagree with you, like the fact that it's not completely connected. The fact that it's not completely connected is nice. I agree with you, but I think that would have been better for me if, and again, my perspective only, my opinion only, I don't think the plot and the story was that compelling or that amazing. I thought it was quite okay. Yeah, I can see where this is going. Well, I say that where I thought it was going, it didn't go. Yeah, a lot of it I still thought was very predictable. It's very weird there. It didn't go where I thought it was going, but I still found it very predictable. Don't know what to tell you. Figure that out. Retard.
Stop in French. Or slow.
Yeah, I just didn't think it was that. I don't know. I didn't think it was that great a story, personally. And it felt a bit meaningless. And Millie said a similar thing. She said to me at the end of that film, she said, "So what was the point in that movie?" And I was like, well, the point really was just to establish this version of the Fantastic Four.
I take mild umbrage of that. You could say that about literally 90% of all movies.
What?
What's the point? What was the point?
No, but it didn't feel like there was. But that's what I mean. It just didn't feel like it. Cause it didn't feel like it went anywhere with the universe. Well, it's not even in that. It's not even in the universe yet, which is also confusing. It's in the MCU, but it's also a different universe of the MCU. Confusing in itself.
Not particularly.
And then, well, it's confusing for me. All right, smarty pants.
Well, so no, it's not in the MCU. They are in the post-credit scenes of the Thunderbolts.
I know,
they join the MCU,
but it is also technically an MCU movie.
In the same way Deadpool and Wolverine is.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, absolutely. But because I don't think the story was like that weighty, that it was just I know this sounds silly because we talk about superhero movies, they all are. It was just another save the world movie. And a lot of them will be just save the world movies. Of course they will, but are able to do other things along the way. But I don't think there was like any real like character development with it. I thought the villain was just there to be a villain. Even what they did with the Silver Surfer, she wasn't there very often. They tried to do a little bit of a backstory with her to give her some relatability, but it was.
Why are all mothers playing on the beach?
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
In everything, when there's a flashback or like a memory that someone has on a phone, I'm pretty sure John Wick and his wife were on the beach.
Yeah.
That's like why they're all on the beach.
Like obviously, superhero movies are always going to be save the world movies to a degree. They're very rarely going to be personal stories. Sometimes they will be a more intimate personal story. But the best save the world movies are the ones where they're able to add some different relatability or some different weight to it. Yeah, the whole Thanos thing, for example, you kind of relate and feel for Thanos. You get his perspective. You want like it makes it more interesting because it's more than just big bad guy wants to take over the world, wants to destroy the world, which is what it always kind of is. And because there wasn't really like any heavy weight behind Galactus, and there wasn't really a big weight or influence behind Silver Surfer, and what happened with her was one of the predictable things. And there wasn't any real character development really for like the main four or anything else. I mean, the only character development really was from the general public. Gen Pop was the character development. So I don't feel it had didn't go anywhere. So it felt
Gen Pop is
meaningless.
short for general population, not public.
Same difference. In the context of how I meant it, I argue that's the same thing. Motherfucker over here.
Yeah.
And yeah, for those reasons, it didn't feel like it meant it didn't feel like it meant anything. And other than its purpose as a movie was to introduce you to this version of the Fantastic Four, ready for when they bring them over. But I would argue they don't need that much establishing, because although they are a new version of them, they are still the Fantastic Four. It's still the characters that we know. Everyone knows the fucking Fantastic Four. So I don't feel they needed that much introduction. And if I may, where I think it was going to go, where I think it should have gone, and we'll go full spoilers now. Obviously, plot rundown. They start the film by doing like an actual montage of this is the Fantastic Four and where they are at this point. So they skip the origin story. They just kind of over.
Good.
Yeah, all good, all good. Which is why I thought they were going this particular direction. And then obviously the reveal, the baby thing. I like that. It's a nice touch. I thought that was fine. Happy. That's a little bit of the personal story. Good. Like it. No complaints. Big baddie comes along. They don't know how they're going to deal with big baddie. Biggest threat they've had to face. They don't know how they're going to solve it. The price they have to do to fix it's too high. All of this stuff's fine. And then it wraps up with they save the day and everything carries on nicely. Whereas I thought what they were going to do, and I maintain what they should have done early on, was
Is that they failed, that's why they left.
they fail and they leave. And not only do they fail, they monumentally fail. They fuck it up. And when they started doing the whole thing where they were building the teleportation portals, and we're going to move him, so I thought it was going to go to, they realize this isn't going to work, and they have to use that to escape, and that takes them out. And that doesn't go the way they think it does. He's miscalculated it or whatever, because it's still experimental tech for him at this point. The whole way it's setting it up is he's only just worked out how to move the egg, let alone a planet. And that they end up moving universe, and they've let their universe die because they didn't want to sacrifice their baby. And she even says the line, I will not sacrifice my child for this world, but I will not sacrifice this world for my child. So I thought it was going to go to that they actively choose to sacrifice that world for their child, which then leads you up to it finally becomes like it puts a different dramatic weight on, like, we're looking at superheroes now which have failed and fucked up and made wrong decisions. That's interesting in itself. Mm-hmm. And then when we see them in the MCU, they're dealing with that. And then that's their emotional arc. And that also builds into their redemption arc, that when the time comes, they then realize that they don't want to see that happen again. And they sacrifice themselves or something like that to be the redemption arc in the next one. I just felt like they was going to do so much more with it than what they did, and I think could be more interesting. And it seemed like it was all going that way, and then they saved the day at the end of the day anyway. And that was when I then went, okay, that now just felt a little bit more okay, fine. And again, it's not that it was bad, it wasn't. It was just, okay, this has been fine, as opposed to could have really taken it to the next level of a bit more interesting, both in its own context of the movie, but also what that means for then the MCU. Whereas now it's just a case of, we know they're going to appear, we now need to see how later.
Yeah, I do remember thinking one of the things I thought both times, to be fair, but more the first time, was it was odd to have the post-credit scene of them arriving, and then them not arrive in their own movie, so that
or even in their
still to be answered. Yeah, and still to be answered. So I did remember finding that weird, and I did also assume that they were the result of what they do. Whether it's the result of them, didn't even have to be them failing. It could have been like the result of their success meant they got catapulted off somewhere.
Yeah. I like the idea though of it like failing to the point where they make the conscious decision to say, I can't let this almost, and it almost coming from Sue and Reed of their being selfish and they won't let it happen, but because of Johnny and I can't remember the thing's name, Ben, trust them and love them so much, although they don't agree with them, they stick by them. And like the what that can create for the dynamics later on and their own conflicts, I think there's so much more interesting writing and does more for the characters and allows for character development and character building, which it just didn't have any of. It didn't have any real character building.
Yeah, that's just.
It didn't feel like a character.
No, as someone who has like, I have consumed more of those characters than most people watching this movie, I guess.
For sure.
Only Reed would ever make that level of decision, that kind of decision, because he does start down on that path, and that's how we get the Maker. There's evil Reed, essentially, where he's completely lost the fucking plot. But the others would never do that, is more the thing. So you could have it, obviously, something they do catapults them, but it would never be a conscious decision.
Or even Reed makes his conscious decision and then they don't have a choice. Like, they are pulled with him.
Yeah.
He's made the decision and they're trying to stop him or something, but there's nothing they can do. They end up going with him.
Yeah, I just feel like that limits your lifespan of the Fantastic Four.
I don't. I disagree. I think it takes it further because it creates the opportunity for conflict between them, and then that's the resolve. That's the character development later of them learning to work through that. That's what makes for interesting writing. Everything that all the best stuff about the MCU, the ones where the characters are the focus.
Mm-hmm.
None of this felt like the character was the focus, and can't see where it's going to go. I feel like the focus was just the setting and the action more than anything else. I never felt like the character was the focus.
It's fair enough. My opposite takeaway is that the whole film was about their family dynamic. That was literally really what it was. That's why nothing really happens. There wasn't necessarily development.
Yeah,
it was
nothing
about
really happens.
It wasn't necessarily development, but it was about establishing their relationships all with each other.
For sure.
And then
I agree with that.
And that's kind of where it was. So I didn't necessarily miss development, but it's very, yeah. But it was more to show, because to be honest, you say people know who the Fantastic Four are. They do on a very purposeful level. They don't really know, because they've never really portrayed it before, that Reed is absolutely riddled with like military grade autism. Like he is.
Sense he was one of my own.
He is absolutely riddled with it, and people don't necessarily know, because again, people haven't been good at portraying it, that Johnny Storm is actually very smart. Yeah, that's why he's part of the team. It's not purely just nepotism, and he's a playboy, as they always portray. He is incredibly smart, and they all are, and Ben's skills as a pilot either. So they're just establishing all these different elements of them before they get thrown in to the main mix. But I'm in a weird space because couldn't give a shit about Doomsday as it goes in. I've said this many times, so it's just like, yeah, I don't really know. And then the post-credit scene, I was like, I don't care, because I know it's RDJ, and that ruins everything, absolutely everything.
Have you seen the fan theory that I hate this, by the way, but I've seen the fan theory that the Stark we've had has been Doom all along.
Then he's dead, isn't he?
And people have been picking out like all these things, like these weird moments. And like a bit from Endgame when he goes back in time and is confused by finding out that his mum's pregnant and stuff. And it's like because the timelines don't line up, and he wouldn't actually be pregnant by that point, because this is not Stark, is actually Doom. He just doesn't know he's Doom, and all these weird stuff. And it's like, just fucking accept the fact that the casting's weird. Stop trying to find reason behind it. Just accept it. Move on.
No, the timing not matching up, timelines not matching up is just called poor writing.
Yes.
It's just poor research. That's all it is. It's not
Zero
nothing.
communication between teams.
Nothing is a conspiracy theory. It's that they're making 73 movies at a time and they don't let them talk to each other. So therefore, things don't make any sense.
Also don't
And they
finish
make
writing a movie before they start filming it.
don't. I'm so glad Superman was good. And it's given me hope for a superhero universe because I don't have any for the MCU.
I would like to say, I sound like I'm being more I'm more negative on the movie than I am because I had those particular criticisms. Overall,
You're just leading with it.
yeah,
You're just leading with it. That's
overall, there is a lot I really fucking liked. A lot I really liked and did really enjoy. And say I far from hated it. This is going absolutely nowhere near the bottom on the ranking. Like nowhere near. There are many MCU movies I'd prefer to not watch than this. So easy when there's 37 of them.
God, imagine. Do you remember when they were mostly good?
I do, yeah. Wasn't actually that long ago.
Yeah, but there's just been so many since then that
Yeah.
aren't very good. I shed tears.
Tell me what you liked about it.
I liked quite a lot. I think casting spot on, lovely, perfect.
I agree. I thought their chemistry was very good. Very good.
I like everyone. I don't think there's anyone I didn't enjoy at all. There's just small characters I'm completely indifferent about, but in terms of the main bunch, I think everybody did a good job. Even Silver Surfer and Galactus for what they needed to do. Galactus is very. I'm a big dude. I eat planets. There you go. That's pretty much his entire thing.
He had about 2 minutes and 37 seconds of screen time, I think.
Yeah. That sounds about right. But I like. I love the setting. I love the style and the design of everything. I thought it was so cool.
That was
and that's kind of one of the things. I'm just like, we can get such cool movies if we don't have to have everything in the MCU.
That was my biggest compliment of it. The setting and the style of that setting and the visual style, not just in terms of like set design and stuff like that, which in itself was fucking cool. Like this really strange postmodern alternative reality, like really advanced technology, but they're also still using vinyl and like CRT screens and stuff like that. Like this sort of weird retro future, but not how we've seen it before. Not like Fallout retro future.
Yeah.
Like really felt like a different universe.
Similar vibe, but just retro from a different era.
Like really felt like a different universe. For me, like the scene when in Reed's classroom where he's teaching and like the layout of the classroom was like, no fucking classroom looks like that.
Yeah.
That is insane. But you could still tell it was a classroom, like this kind of stuff. But it wasn't just that, like the way it was filmed was also, it had this kind of like sheen and overlay to it, which I've not seen from like an MCU movie before. Everything was very glossy in the way it was filmed. Everything seemed very smooth. We were talking about it earlier off camera, but like very little film grain. Decent aspect. The aspect ratios. There were a number of scenes where it went actual full screen, no letterboxing at all. All movies should be like that.
Yes, I agree.
And if you're going to take your letterboxing,
Just do the tiny bit. Just do the little bit.
But even if, but they even did they did the changes, which is annoying. But just do the whole thing, the full thing. Then why are we losing half an inch? Half an inch can make all the fucking difference.
To be fair, like I do actually quite like the like half an inch.
I also do.
Because I do agree that there is a cinematic quality about letterboxing, but also just utilize the space better. So just have that half an inch, and you get the cinematic feel and quality of letterboxing without sacrificing all the space. And it's just like anyone who says like, I respect movie fans and proper cinephiles and what have you, which sounds like a registry, but when it's just like, oh, I watched this because it was being shown in 70mm or 35mm, I was like, you can't tell the difference, you obnoxious prick. like it's a film. Like they look the same. Let's be honest. But it's all just. But to be fair, that's all just fucking aspect ratios. So they're basically saying, "Oh, the best experience I had was watching it in a bigger aspect ratio." Correct.
Yes. Yes.
Like fucking.
I noticed the only scenes where it went completely like no letterboxing was the scenes with Galactus.
Yes.
And then, which obviously they were trying to show a sense of scale, is what he was trying to. The director was clearly trying to achieve there.
Please pick a new position. Thank you.
But yeah, just very pleasurable. I enjoyed that. What was wrong? Why are you doing that? What was wrong with where you were?
I'm being investigated.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna let her deal with that.
We can figure ourselves out.
But yeah, all of that visual style and the way it was shot and the way it was filmed and the way it was framed and all of that all added to like the style and the look and making it feel very different. And again, that felt so deliberate. That was another reason that made me think they were going to do like a universal shift in the movie and that they were going to move over to 616 at some point in the movie. And then it look different, the aspect ratio change again, like the color scheme change again, to kind of really cement this idea of we are now in a different universe, because it was clearly set up that way to be like we are in a different universe. And I thought it was going to shift it mid-movie where it was more obvious for the average punter that wouldn't necessarily notice these things across multiple movies to go the sudden jarring thing. Honestly, there was so much I just thought was setting that up. I really thought they were setting it up and they just didn't. And I think I'm mainly disappointed that my own prediction didn't come true.
Well, yeah, and to be fair, it's just generally like a better general idea and what have you. And so, yeah, do you mind? The plot isn't amazing, but yeah, there's a lot. So the visual thing I think is where it stands out, and it's what makes me just go, I want Marvel to make movies that aren't part of the MCU, especially at this point. It was like, can we be honest? You've fucked the MCU. Please hold.
The dog has decided she wants to leave the room now. I knew she was going to do that. Kida, pick a place.
You will be a rug next episode. Not a very good one. Nah. Budge up. Ugh. Fuck. They've fucked the MCU, so it would be nice to just get completely separate movies that have nothing to do with any of the wider thing, and they could just do
Stop licking your bum on stream. It's not that kind of show.
yet. And they could do all these sorts of things that they can't do because they're locked behind casting that they can't get to come back, or they're locked behind.
Sounds like we might not be getting Moon Knight for a while.
I will admit, though, he's just joined the club of throwing the word fascist around for no reason.
He has.
Like when Disney stopped becoming fascist, I was like, oh, when was the last fucking join our camp fucking thing gone around? Mickey Mouse isn't fucking Hitler. What do you mean Disney is fascist?
It's not even Disney. It's because of the Disney parent company group, which like shut the Jimmy Kimmel show down.
Oh right, yeah.
It's a reaction to that. This is the news that Oscar Isaac has said that he won't work with Disney anymore because of the Jimmy Kimmel thing.
The thing they've undone, and he's back on air now.
That's the one.
Fucking stupid fucking man. So they're a fascist for stopping a white man having a show?
That's the one.
Not only is he not the only white man with a talk show, he's not the only white Jimmy with a talk show. So can we fucking settle down on this fascism business? But anyway, load of nonsense. So yeah, we could get a Moon Knight movie, like go into the world of Moon Knight without having to he's not, but it's not the MCU. Oh, I don't care. Do like more like the Marvel Knights thing. And to be fair, like they haven't even touched the side of Marvel that I prefer.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're 37 movies in. I don't have a Ghost Rider. I don't have a Blade. I don't really have a Moon Knight, if we're being honest.
I don't have Chloe Bennett.
We don't have Quake anymore. We don't have Fitz in any of the movies. Fitz, one of the best MCU adjacent characters of all. Disney have had it for one season and they started to immediately whiff Daredevil.
Yeah.
Basically, if Born Again Season 2 is poo, our Admit 1 episode of it will just
We'll be done.
Huh?
We'll be done. I just wanted to make a rhyme because you said if season 2 is poo, our Admit 1.
Will be done by pointing a camera at me hanging myself. That's where we are. It wasn't that a white man needed to keep a show. It was about freedom of speech when he made a joke about Charlie Kirk. I see. Maybe don't make a joke about murder.
I feel like we're onto a different conversation.
Yes, I know. But so don't be a piece of... So basically, he got cancelled for being a piece of shit. Granted, yeah, he probably should have been allowed to make a joke. But, yeah, don't make a joke about people being murdered. Anyway, Oscar Isaac is silly. Give me Moon Knight or just stop making movies. Actually, no, Frankenstein was really good. I'll give him that. I like Oscar Isaac. God damn it.
Back on track.
Yes.
I also found myself having a good giggle quite a few times as well.
Yeah, it's quite funny.
There is some funny stuff. Can't remember any of the jokes, but there is some funny stuff.
No, neither can I. They overplayed the It's Clobbering Time, I think.
They did.
They overplayed that hand.
That was another joke that you could tell was going to come around later.
Oh, yeah.
Tell where they were going with that. That was, see, again, if I wanted to do a little bit more complaining, there was, again, that little bit of predictability. Like, as soon as they started going into the backstory of Silver Surfer and why who she is, I was like, oh, well, she'll come around to help him save at the end of the day. Right, okay. And same as like, oh, the baby's gonna bring her to life. Yep, baby's brought her to life. Yep. Like all of this kind of stuff. It was just like, okay.
I don't think that was meant to be not obvious, though, to be fair.
For sure. But then that just...
Not that excuses the predictability side of things, but I don't think they were trying to hide that. They teed up that the baby is this super baby for most of the movie.
I really liked the moment, actually. I thought it was quite clever, quite interesting, of when like they're talking about trying to work out if there is anything with him, and like Reed's obviously designed this whole machine that'll potentially tell him, and she just makes her belly invisible. Mm-hmm. I thought that was really cool. Just the idea and the concept that she has that much control.
Yeah.
I thought it was very cool.
It's just a bizarre visual that you never really expect to see as well, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I really liked that.
I liked his response of "That's a bullshit way to win an argument."
Yes, yeah. There was also a lot of Incredibles parallel. I appreciate that's probably the Incredibles actually paralleling Fantastic Four.
Yes, Fantastic Four predate them by about 50 years.
But in this particular movie, because
Mole Man.
Yeah, you have Mole Man as well.
Mole Man also predates
the Molinator.
Yeah. He obviously also predates.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Syndrome is essentially Doctor Doom.
Yes.
But
it's a great movie.
Incredibles is
when
very
are
good.
we doing Disney Pixar movies reviewed and ranked?
Whatever you want. I can tell you up until it goes to about 2010, and then it just goes, they're all shit.
No, there's some fucking great ones.
Name one after 2010.
Hang on, wait. What's Pixar though, and what's Disney? Because this is What's Pixar and what's Disney animation?
When they fully acquired Pixar, they just all blended into one and all became a bit shit.
Oh yeah, you might be right. Because I think all the films I'm thinking that are good aren't technically Pixar. The Disney.
Yeah, so you got like Zootropolis, not Pixar. Yeah. Or is it which one is it here? Which title is it here? It is Zootopia here.
I think so. I don't know. No, Zootopia is...
No, because it's the one that makes sense. So Zootropolis makes sense. Zootopia does not mean city. It means it's a utopia, which isn't. But yeah. Yes.
It's different animation style. You fuckweed.
Yeah, but that's never your argument. You just say they're animated. That's always your argument.
I would like you both to go...
I pointed this out to him as well, as with Spider-Verse as well. I've done the same thing.
What about it?
That you like them.
But I don't like that it's animated.
I would argue that they're only as good as they are because they're animated.
If I'm thinking about it now, I think it's a difference between 2D and 3D animation.
No, that's totally fair.
I think it's 2D animation that I struggle with.
That's fair.
And if it's very good, I can sometimes put that aside. Inside Out was Pixar. Inside Out's a good movie. I like it.
It is, and it is post 2010. That's fair.
Second one,
It's mainly my problem is they're banging out movies left and right. Pixar are just fucking firing them off, and it used to be like you'd get one every 6 years.
yeah.
So there was a wait to a Pixar movie, like both spellings of the word.
Yeah.
But
Where the fuck's my phone gone?
haven't seen Elemental. Also, the other one is the other one.
The one that fucked you up
Yeah.
with Taron Egerton, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
It's not Taron Egerton. He's in Sing.
Oh. Yeah. You're correct.
Bet with. It's Chris Pratt, I'm pretty sure.
Not Luke. Chris Pratt, isn't it? You're right. Not Luca. No, the one about the father and son.
Chris Pratt.
Gone Home or something like that, is it? Or
Onward.
Onward. I was very wrong.
Who's the other person in it? I can't remember. Tom Holland. It's Tom Holland. Yeah, it's Tom Holland and Chris Pratt as the brothers. Do you remember that? Coco's good as well. Fine. There are some that are good post
Hey, the
2010.
way we'll find out is 2026, the Disney Pixar admit when ranking.
I'm happy to do that. There are some I haven't seen.
There's some I haven't seen as well.
And I don't really care to, but I'm happy to. We will do that. I was thinking after this, because we don't have anything superhero to do until like next October.
Yeah. We're going to
Really fucking upsets me actually, now that I've just said that out loud. That's genuinely, not gonna lie, my blood pressure rose.
Your face has gone red. Your face has gone red.
11 months before we'd be back to do another MCU or DCU movie.
That's a baby and recovery time.
Oh my god. I might be dead.
Like, you could be dead tomorrow.
Oh, he's open.
It's okay, don't panic. He's not really going to die.
God.
You're all
Oh my
right.
god.
You're all right. He's not good.
Help!
He's not going to die. Don't worry.
It's more because we're doing home release. So Hannah says, isn't there anything in May? Because we're doing like home release dates, it's going to be more like October. So the next Marvel movie is in July, which is Spider-Man, and the next DCU movie, which is Supergirl, is also in July. So by the time we get to the home release date, what are you doing, you fiend?
She's like, please don't die, Uncle Jack.
Leave my ears alone.
Uncle Jack.
So yeah, so we'll have other things to do. We'll find other things to do. I would quite like to obviously finish the Benoit Blanc, or carry on the Benoit Blanc movies and do Wake Up Dead Man.
Oh, yeah. We should
Get
do
your
that.
head on my armpit.
That must be very unpleasant for both of you.
It's. I give in. Spoilers, Keita is the one who murders Jack. Yeah, probably. Probably eat me. But stay like this. This is fine. This is good. So we'll have to do other things.
I'm on board.
Look. Doodle, what are you doing?
I feel like you're riding her up.
No.
Stop that on the camera. It's not allowed on this website.
But yes, style is very good. Style is fun. Yes. Admittedly, it's not the deepest plot in the world, especially coming off of Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Which is a very deep thing. But yeah, so who knows? I'm kind of because I thought this movie paired so well with the visual style. I am kind of like about the idea of them just joining the other this new MCU universe. I'm just like,
Yeah, because
So now they're gonna just lose all the visual flair, and they're just
lose all my whole identity.
Yeah, and it's just they're just gonna be
Which
in this.
Yeah, really, for me, another reason why I think creating some kind of conflict between them would have been important, because that would have been the interesting carryover.
Yeah.
Because without that, there isn't anything they can even carry over. Other than their chemistry, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Franklin is the reason they ended up.
Yeah, it'll be something to do with him, and he'll be clearly.
Like Doom wants him, so it's going to be about him. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's just Franklin. But we're gone because he's a powerful boy.
Do we know who that character is? Comic wise, is that a thing that's existed
Franklin,
before?
yeah. Franklin is ridiculously powerful. Hang on,
Well, that much of it anyway. He brought his mum back from the dead.
Franklin Richards powers.
Some of the baby CGI was a bit creepy.
It was a bit. It was a bit heinous. Some of
the
it.
CGI in this movie was really nice, I thought.
Yeah, the baby was a bit.
And there was some stuff that like looked poor, but almost stylistically poor, so it kind of got away with it. Almost looked a bit off, but in like a good way. But yeah, some of the baby stuff was a bit weird. Keita, we're not playing fighting games.
So he has reality and molecular manipulation.
Right.
Telepathy, telekinesis, energy blasts of concussive force, precognition, and astral projection.
Oh, fucking hell.
Apparently.
Oh, there you go. New fan theory. Tony Stark was just an astral projection of Doctor Doom by Franklin.
Now who's riling her up?
Oh, me. 100% me.
That was fear, because she usually bites my face.
Stop it.
We haven't talked about the best character in the whole movie, though.
The robot?
Yes, Herbie.
Yeah, big fan. Big fan. I want one, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I would die for Herbie.
Yep.
I believe my original Letterboxd review was I would die for... I would die for Herbie. I would flee from the baby. Because that baby was very scary. That's some of the CGI was a bit... the best character was Ben's beard.
I enjoyed the Ben's beard.
I like the rock beard.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he uses like an angle grinder.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. It was very good. Oh, I also really liked the design of Johnny Storm and the way he's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like particularly the scene where there's a power outage, and then he just lights up, but it's just kind of like a natural flame on him. It's not like he is a fireball.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite an interesting visual design. Right, Kida, go find your mum. Go find her.
You can't be doing this again.
Mehdi, can you call the dog, please? Good girl. We should probably just stop letting her in on the show. Because she acts at first like she just wants to come in and cuddle us.
And then goes rampant.
Yep.
Absolutely rampant. Anyway, you were saying.
I can't remember.
The flames on Johnny. He looks.
Yes, I just liked the visual style. I liked it. It wasn't just he was a ball of fire. It was like he was just generating fire and sort of burning. And I thought it was a much more visually interesting.
Mm-hmm. I like the fact that he can kind of move where the fire on his body is as well.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, he's just picked up a girl. But then you can see it's just his legs that are on fire. He's moved it down.
Yeah, and also, like, I don't know if this was a thing from... I don't remember it in the other movies, and I don't know the comics, but, like, he's controlling fire around him as well. I don't remember if that was...
Well, he can absorb fire. Yeah. I don't know if they ever do it in movies. I don't know. They do some horse shit in those other movies. The only thing I thought that was quite cool with the last Fantastic Four, Fantastic.
I didn't see Fantastic.
Well, they did it in the sense of he is always on fire. It's his suit that can turn it off.
Right.
That can put the fire out, essentially. That's the only thing I found quite interesting. But otherwise, that movie is... Honestly, there's a point in that movie where it just goes like a third halfway through or whatever. 2/3 or halfway through, where it just goes one year later. And from that moment, it's when it's a complete catastrophe. But before that, it's not that bad. It's like almost like trying to present it as like a body horror movie of like, what the fuck is going on? Which, yes, you would very much be like that if suddenly you were on fire. Mm-hmm. I do have a critique when it comes to the powers. Reed is not very stretchy.
He's not very stretchy in this, no.
No, like he gets to a point where he gets stretched to be about 15 feet or whatever, probably, and he's like, ah, and all his suit is ripping. How far can Reed Richards stretch? There you go. Can stretch up to 1,500 feet, is what this says. 4 football fields. Well, that's a big peak.
Also, that leads me to an interesting query I wanted to put forward about Reed Richards. Because it set up the idea that obviously he and Sue had been struggling to conceive.
Yes.
But it was after their accident that they conceived.
Yes.
Which makes me wonder, was he able to conceive after the accident because he had a stretchy penis and can get to a different place? Or does Reed Richards have stretchy sperm? Which one is it?
They also didn't say that they stopped trying. Like they didn't say that it was pre-powers that they were trying. They just said we tried for 2 years.
That's true. That's true.
They could have stopped like a month ago.
That's true.
If you stopped a month ago, you wouldn't have say it like that.
No.
But yeah, you wouldn't say it.
You wouldn't even say you've stopped trying.
No, yeah. I just felt like he's. I did love the. We even stopped talking about it or something. That's not the important part. Sometimes it doesn't just happen when you want it. Exactly.
I'm very aware.
Yeah.
Things?
I
don't have much else to add.
No. I think we've kind of covered everything.
I thought the plot was lame. I enjoyed it overall. Could have gone a bit further. Thought they were going somewhere else and they didn't. Thought that would have been better. But overall, was fine. There's not much else to say from my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've got them all, I think, don't you?
What?
The things.
Well, you have one of them as well.
I do have one of them.
In the group. But
well, you can go first and I'll sing the thing.
I'm going to read Ace's one because it's really long. He just put, fantastic.
Also, Asa, just want to point out that you missed a baller opportunity for a joke there because what you should have done was written fantastic, 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 fantastic. So, let me down.
He wanted me to read that out, so...
let me down.
So,
I'm gonna put my phone.
I did. Right, I'm going to... Did you want to read
there's
Richard's out?
3, isn't there?
I've got...
Because there's one from Katie and one from Hannah.
I've got one from Katie, one from Hannah, obviously Ace's one, and then Richard's one.
So if you do, because Ace's one barely counts. Read one of the 2 you've got. I'll read Rich's and then read one of the other 2 you've got.
Oh, that amused me. Where's it gone? How does... like that. I don't really know how Discord works. I just push buttons and hope that Discord does what I want it to.
Generally how I do most things.
It rarely does. It rarely does. Right, this is our reading the things from Katie. She says, I've never been that bothered by Fantastic Four. They weren't anything special in my eyes. They were just okay. I wasn't really looking forward to seeing the film, but was intrigued by the setting. What I enjoyed about the film was the sideways step it took to plant it in a different time and setting. It felt like it was meant to be apart from the other more shiny Marvel superhero movies. The story was interesting. I appreciated the origins being squished into the beginning and shown as a historical video footage rather than having to relive yet another origin story. I agree. Origin stories are the worst.
Yep.
Initially, I was impressed by how they portrayed Galactus, but it became a slight disappointment for me. That may just be because I remembered him being larger than the planets he consumed, so he was small and not impressive enough for me. I agree.
Many women feel the same way.
I like that Reed had his flaws portrayed. Although Johnny was still a bro, he was an intelligent one. Ben wasn't stuck on his looks and could be fleshed out as a character. I was disappointed that Sue was made a mother so quickly rather than having an identity away from a traditional patriarchal societal norm. Having said that, I did relate to the fact that she would do absolutely anything to save her child, even if it meant sacrificing herself. Also, to that fact, given I have a clingy 2-year-old, her son wasn't about to let her die. I can well imagine said clingy 2-year-old doing the same with a "where the fuck do you think you're going" look on his face. Ultimately, this was a film about a family, how they work and protect each other, and how much they love each other. I am concerned, given the Doom casting, or the casting of Doom, sorry, that all that I enjoyed could be ruined in the sequel, but we shall see. I agree with that last sentiment, because I will say it every stream until we've seen Doomsday, and I get proven wrong, which I don't think I will. Worst casting in the history of all cinema.
There was something she said in that which reminded me of something I wanted to say, and now I can't remember what it was. Read it again.
Read through and see if you can find it. I'm going to read the whole thing again. There's many words.
Got it. Origins being squished into the historical footage thing. Yes, liked the theme of the historical footage thing. I liked that.
Yes.
But rare sighting of Mark Gatiss.
Oh, what, the presenter
Yeah.
on the show, yeah.
Haven't seen Mark Gatiss around for a long time. I was actually pleasantly pleased to see him pop up.
I do like him. I don't think I've seen him since Sherlock.
Yeah, Sherlock was the last things I think I remember him doing. He piped up in a few Doctor Who episodes around the same time. But yeah, Sherlock was the last thing.
I'm sure he's in other
Because he
things.
wasn't he one of the creators behind Sherlock as well?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, we should also do that. That is an admin one I'd be on board with.
Sherlock.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
'Cause I fucking loved Sherlock.
Sherlock is good.
Fucking the guy who played Moriarty in that,
Andrew Scott.
Andrew Scott. Great performance. Great performance.
He's very good. He's in Wake Up Dead Man.
Is he?
So I'm wondering how that movie's going to do, given reports on Jeremy Renner at the moment.
I'm ignoring them. Can't just fucking leave a man alone nowadays, apparently. Everyone does something. Everyone does something.
I mean, if they are true, they're quite bad.
For sure. It just seems to be everyone does. So this is the thing. Everyone I like seems to do something nowadays.
Yes.
I'm just sick of it. I'm so sick of it.
Me too. Now your turn to read things.
Where were they sent?
Text.
Here, got it. This is reading the things from our fellow host, Daddy Hole himself. Really enjoyable film that felt well paced with enough nods to those who know and plenty for newcomers to the Fantastic Four. I'm glad that they didn't do the full origin story, but again, it was enough to establish to those who weren't aware. And actually, that's a good point. It kind of still gave you the overview without going in hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
The baby tugged at the heartstrings, especially a see-through belly bit. It was good that Joel didn't want to sacrifice Ellie. Sorry, Reed didn't want to sacrifice Franklin. Yeah, he remembered what happened last time he did that.
He played some golf.
Bearded Ben was great, and I loved the retro style setting. Looking forward to how they add this to the storyline. Generally, a similar kind of vibe from everyone so far. Other than me, who's Captain Negative Nancy, apparently.
Yeah, Mark Gatiss was in Mission Impossible. I forgot
I
about
haven't
that.
seen the most recent Mission Impossible yet. Also, things we need to do. We've got to finish off those.
Yeah, there's two we haven't done. We watched the most recent Fast film specifically to do an ambient one and then never did.
Correct.
That sounds really like us.
Yep.
Yeah. Hannah, that is also what I don't understand. It seems to be a story of holes.
Yes, I'd argue that means that was somewhat consensual.
Yes. But, well, it doesn't necessarily be. Yes, it's.
If
yes.
it worked. It's one of these annoying things. They're like, if it works, is it a problem? It's only a problem when it's not worked. And then it's unsolicited. It's difficult. It's just...
Yes, it's
not
one of those things.
conversation.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's yes, and just also I don't care. I'm watching Wake Up Dead Man, and if he continues to play Hawkeye, I'll watch it.
Correct.
Frankly, I don't care. Hannah has written in and says, when I watched it in the cinema, I loved it, having gone in with no expectations. I'm not even sure I'd watched a whole trailer for it. On my at home, sorry, that is a correct sentence. It just threw my brain for a loop. On my at-home watch, I struggled to get into it, but enjoyed the second half more. Not sure if it's the kind of film you just watch once and move on with your life, or maybe it was the lack of Jack's presence that ruined it. Probably. I'm wonderful.
Jack hasn't bought me a present in years.
I don't think that's true. Have to say, it's my favourite iteration of the Fantastic Four so far, brackets not hard, and I liked the Jetsons-esque retro future look of that Earth. It made something that we've seen before seem fresh again. good call to miss out the origin story and get into the plot. Although it really should have been obvious Franklin was a magical baby when he held up his own head at about a month old. Best part of the movie might have been Ben Stone's beard. Ben's Stone beard, not Ben Stone's beard. I've given him a new surname. All in all, I think they did a good job in introducing new characters. That's not what
It's actually what it says.
I did well to read that, but it's not a film I feel compelled to watch a third time. It will be interesting to see how they're brought into our Earth. Ha 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 ha! You idiot! And I liked all the actors, so that has that going for it. But it's very possible I only enjoyed it because I thought it would be awful, and that made for a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, fair fucks. Fair fucks.
Did you just? I think I did. However, I would never be able to do that on purpose.
No, fair. What, turn to Porky Pig?
But just that level of a
Stuttering.
bizarre stutter, yes.
All right. We now need to score it.
We do. And I think...
The next 20 minutes for half hour of this podcast is going to be Jack and I arguing about both a score and a placement.
Correct. But here's the thing. I both times gave this 4 on Letterboxd.
Out of 5.
Yes.
Which is 8.
Yes. However, this is where rankings become arbitrary and stupid. So I would never give it an 8. I wouldn't give it an 8. But 4 out of 5 stars is an 8.
But this is all like my issue with 5-point scales. I don't think...
Well, it's a 10-point scale because there are half stars as well.
I see.
So it is literally an 8.
I see.
So it is the same scale, but 4 stars doesn't seem as high as 8.
No, I agree. It doesn't. And 3 stars doesn't seem high enough.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Yes. But I thought it was slightly better than 3.5 because basically on Letterboxd, I get really into my own head of what I've given other movies. I never just go with my instinct of what I would give that movie. I'm just like, but I preferred it to that, and I gave that, so therefore that has to be higher. Yeah. So I get into my whole head, and movies get reviewed all over the place.
Well, with that in mind,
I would 7 is where
7 is actually where I was thinking. As 7. Well. So, okay, I thought we were going to be arguing here.
No, I think 7's pretty good. I would probably, like, if we did that scale, have a 7.5, but we don't. So 7.
I don't want to do it.
No. 7. Go fuck yourself. 7.8. I'm going to eat a vindaloo, and then you can eat my ass.
I agree. We're looking at 7, which is
pretty solid.
And yeah, it was. It's pretty solid. So yeah, works for me.
Do you know what's really weird? Bring that back up again.
What this?
The brown has gone partially transparent.
Ah. That's where we've overkeyed it.
Yes, but that's
okay.
Without it end, because it even goes green at the end. So yeah, I couldn't because I did it essentially. I did it, and I'm useless.
Play a bit and see if I can change it, but I doubt it will get any browner. Right.
Right. Where would we place it?
Well, here's the rankings so far. Cannot read that.
I can.
Okay, good.
36 is Thor: Love and Thunder. 35 is Thor: The Dark World.
36. Last year I had 37.
Well, good thing we're about to add a 37th one, you cunt. That was so aggressive. 34 is The Incredible Hulk. 33 is The Eternals. 32 is Captain America: The First Avenger. 31 is Iron Man 2. 30 is Guardians 2. 29 is Thor. 28 is Brave New World. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Captain America, yeah. 27 is Black Panther. 26, I can't read the numbers, so my intelligence is showing here, is Captain Marvel. 25 is Black Widow. 24 is Ant-Man Quantumania. 23 is The Marvels. 22 is Doctor Strange. 21 is Ant-Man. 20 is Multiverse of Madness. 19 is Wakanda Forever. 18 is Iron Man. 17 is Ant-Man and the Wasp. 16 is Deadpool and Wolverine. 15 is Guardians of the Galaxy. 14 is Iron Man 3. 13 is Shang-Chi. 12 is Homecoming. 11 is Far From Home. 10 is The Avengers. 9 is Age of Ultron. 8 is Ragnarok. 7 is No Way Home. 6 is Thunderbolts. 5 is The Winter Soldier. 4 is Endgame. 3 is Civil War. 2 is Guardians 3. And 1 is Infinity War.
I've got to say, I think Rich's suggestion of 14 is wild. I think that's way too high.
Really?
Yeah, this is 23 for me.
What?
No way is this better than fucking Doctor Strange, Ant-Man. Like, no fucking way. No way is it better.
It is in pretty much every way.
No way.
In pretty much
No way.
every way is it better.
No
I
way
think.
hell.
I think.
It's not even close.
I.
It's not even in the same fucking league.
I do think 14's a bit high, but I wouldn't go as low as 23. Not a shot. I would rather watch this than Doctor Strange or Ant-Man.
Really?
Yeah. If you want to talk about boring ass villains, then both of those movies just have the character with an evil color costume.
On a villain perspective, sure, but Doctor Strange has got so much more character development for him. Really interesting stuff with kind of the fighting and the cinematography and the worlds and stuff.
But it's it's an origin. It bores me. They're both origins and they bore me.
I don't think something being an origin automatically makes it low. It makes it bad. Like
it makes it more boring.
Necessary to be origins. If we didn't have origins for these characters, we wouldn't know who the fuck they were.
No, I know, but I mean, like, we're ranking them on their quality, and honestly, origin stories do make them lower quality. Like,
I don't think that's true.
I would also rather watch these characters than Doctor Strange. I'd rather watch these characters than Ant-Man. I think.
Oh, we're gonna fall out. All right, so where would you put it? Tell me where you'd put it.
Probably 19.
19. So what? So hang on. So that's
Below Iron Man.
Below Iron Man and above
Wakanda Forever. But the thing is, we're going on. Would prefer to watch again as well. So Wakanda Forever. A lot of that is just that it's 4 hours long.
Yeah.
And it's a more serious movie, so it takes a lot to get into. But it's hard. Like, it's not.
I mean, obviously we've discussed before. This is always these rankings are hard as well because obviously
we've both ranked these,
and we've both ranked these, and
so we don't all agree with the positioning.
We both
anyway.
put certain things in different places.
I don't.
So, but you're suggesting there 19, so that puts it not below Iron Man. Iron Man's above it, above Wakanda Forever, and then if I'm seeing that correctly from Multiverse of Madness, is that Ant-Man 1 or Ant-Man 2?
It's Ant-Man 1.
Ant-Man 1, and then Doctor Strange. I guess part of my problem is that I would put. We had this discussion before. I'd put Ant-Man higher up anyway because I really like Ant-Man. I think I can live with 19. I think I can live with 19. Hannah and Matt are both verging more towards my numbers. Just saying.
They are. I don't care about their opinions.
Implies he does care about mine though. So. Laugh at me questioning my friendship, father.
No, I'm laughing at myself.
The last time I invite you out for fucking Christmas Eve.
I'm laughing at myself.
Why? What? Oh, just because you don't care about Hannah.
Yeah. Just the level of aggression I shot that out with.
Yep. I can accept 19. I can accept 19 based off the fact that my real objection is Ant-Man. But Ant-Man I'd put higher up anyway, I think. For me personally, because I like Ant-Man a lot. I think it's a very good movie.
Yeah, it is a good. I think because just thinking back on it, origin movies for me take a lot for me to be willing to rewatch them.
Yeah,
but I have the same issue with Iron Man. Like, really, I'd probably rather watch this than Iron Man.
I mean, my thing with origin movies is that I think they're hard to rewatch, but a good origin movie is good on its first watch.
They can be, yeah. They can be. It's kind of...
And many of these, not all of them, but many of these, for me...
Did actually teach you about the character.
Were my first introduction to characters. They were, like, I needed those movies, whereas obviously you didn't, so we're going to have a different perspective there. But... Yeah, I can accept 19. I'm happy to accept 19. I can't say it above 9. I can't say it's above Iron Man, though.
No, I wouldn't actually put it above Iron Man. I feel like I'd be shot.
Yeah, there's no way it's better than Iron Man. It's definitely not better. Yeah, it's definitely not up that level.
I'll make a concession.
All right.
So
cool.
we'll meet in the middle of both of our ideal points. And so we say 22. So above Doctor Strange,
Above Doctor Strange,
but below Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Okay.
So we'll kind of meet in the middle of our viewpoints there. Because thinking about it, honestly, I'd also probably rather watch the Marvels. But we also have a thing of distance, recency bias, and all this kind of things.
Yeah.
Don't remember. So I would definitely rather watch this again than the first Doctor Strange movie. So I think slot it in, kind of meet middle-ish, compromise on both ends. We go below, in between Ant-Man and Doctor Strange at number 20.
I'd agree with you on that. Well, so I just want to add, my Doctor Strange thing isn't so much even that I'd prefer to watch it. I do think Doctor Strange is just a better movie.
No, that's fair.
I think it is a better movie. I think there's better character work. It's better written. It's more interesting concepts. Again, my complaint with this movie was I felt it was a bit tame and a bit meh from a plot perspective. I think Doctor Strange is a better movie, which is what my hold up was there. But I say I'll happily sit at 20. Happily.
2.
Yeah, sorry.
2.
Wasn't listening, was I?
No.
All right. So that puts it at 22, below Ant-Man, above Doctor Strange.
Yes.
All right. Mid-tier.
Which is what Hannah said in the first place.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you did say, I just said 22, but in my mind, I was thinking after Doctor Strange. So, no.
I mean, this was always the problem, Rich, with when you start taking this, like being by committee anyway, and then you bring another member into it. It does get tricky. Like, these are very difficult.
It is a pain. It is difficult. It's way harder than you think, just because, as we've said, we don't both agree with the ranking at any point. I think the only one we agree with is like probably the top 5.
The top few, yeah.
Is where we're just like, yes, this is because this is objective fact. If you disagree, you're a moron.
Well, yeah, they're, I think there does become an element at that point where it is like
it's objective fact. Like you can't argue with it, and I know people will, but they're fucking idiots, and don't deserve your respect. But
although I know I'm going to bring it up again. I know we've gone rash with our top 5 because I don't think a lot of people would put Guardians Volume 3 in second place.
Idiots.
Oh yeah, they're wrong and more.
Yeah. It's one of the best movies. Clearly, it's the second best movie that they've made from every avenue.
Yep.
It has got some of the best comedy in the MCU. It's got some of the best emotional elements in the MCU. It's got some of the best character work in the MCU. It's got some of the best action in the MCU. It's got the most Nathan Fillion in the MCU, which was going to be my next point. Like, I don't really... One of the world's sexiest men alive officially, and it has an otter. So it is an objective fact that it is the second best. And if Infinity War didn't go so fucking hard, it would be, like me when I'm watching it, it would be first. It just would, which is shocking considering how shocking Guardians 2 is.
That was a hell of a sentence. That was a hell of a statement. I enjoyed all of that.
Yeah, it's great times. But I don't know what would be in terms of shows. What would be? I would imagine.
I think next up is going to be the end of year show.
Either that or Wake Up Dead Man because of when it comes out.
When is that out?
12th of December. I do admit it would probably become a problem.
Is that out on home release at 12th
Yes.
of December?
Those movies are all Netflix. Yeah.
I don't have Netflix. We'll see. I think that might be tight.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Because I'd like to do it. I would like to do it.
I've never heard of that film. Well, I've mentioned it 4 times this show, so yes, you have.
It's the new Benoit Blanc movie.
Yeah.
It's the new Knives Out movie.
Yeah, and we've talked about it multiple times. Yes. But
otherwise, it'll be the end of year show.
Yeah.
Which we've also got to work out.
We do indeed. We've got to work out our end of year meal as well.
Oh, fuck yeah. I forgot about our St. John's Yard trip.
Yeah. Absolutely. Do you know? I was thinking. I even said this to Rich the other day. I'd love for us three to go to Japes, but us three getting to London.
I would love.
Absolute
I've not
pain
been
in the fucking ass.
not been to Japes and would love to go.
It's so good, but yeah, as I said, us three getting to London would be an absolute faff
Yeah.
because adult life and society doesn't want people to be happy.
I'm fucking so expensive.
But to be fair, Japes isn't.
No, but the fucking travel.
Yeah. The train to London when I went to Japes cost me twice as much as the food.
Mental.
I spent
That's mental.
and I had like a whole pizza, I had a couple of drinks, and I spent about 15 quid. It was pretty good, and it was really good. And that the price was over a year ago, so I imagine it's gone up 4 times now. But as in by 4 times, 400%.
I have heard many, many good things about Japes, so I would like
It's
to.
definitely worth going. We'll figure it out at some point. But yes, I think us three being able to go together is a non-starter.
Well, I think it sounds likely the next show will be the end of year show. If we can squeeze in Wake Up Dead Man, we will.
Indeed. And then it seems like we have another series of films to do as well.
Well, we've discussed before, said on the last one of these, dude, I'd like to do more again. So maybe we get some regularity up. You and I have a few other creative projects ticking away. What I really would like
A few other.
Yeah.
Really want to go back to Poor Boy. Yeah, Poor Boys is good. Although, to be fair, I've done this to myself. I need a break.
Need a poor boy's break. He's just a poor boy from a poor family.
Because while it's really good, I obviously just tend to get like the same things.
Eating too much brisket donuts.
Yeah, and I'm just like, these are really good, but they're not a new exciting thing for me anymore. And there are places on my list I want to go
St.
back
John's Yard obviously change up their menu every now and then as well.
They do, and also those sides are so fucking good.
Those fucking crunchy clucking.
Oh my god!
Noodles.
Like those are so fucking. They're better than the brisket donuts.
When we
in my
went,
opinion. They're not better than the jalapeno poppers from Poor Boys though. Those
jalapeno poppers were great because they were proper jalapeno.
Yeah, I know, and just the
mashed
cheese, and oh my god, they were so fucking good. Those I could eat every day. I would just for dinner every day. I would have some of those and some of the crunchy nut.
Anus would be fucked.
Oh yeah. I would they would be fully formed jalapeno poppers that go back out the other end. But those and the St. John's Yard crunchy nut clucking balls were so fucking good. Yeah, they were good. They were great. So they've started doing. You can get the poor boy fillings just on mac and cheese now. But Asa can confirm that plate of mac and cheese normally when you order places like this mac and cheese, it's just a really wide, really shallow plate. It was the heaviest plate of food I've ever been handed. It was so much mac and cheese. It was ridiculous. It was like 76 kilograms. Like the table broke and everything. But the downside is mac and cheese isn't really going to last.
No, it doesn't.
So in order to take it home it's not really going to do well.
It doesn't reheat well because the cheese all separates. It's never good.
So I didn't. I just had a full dinner. Yeah, but anyway, probably end of year show. We'll have things. Obviously, I am reasonably prepped because I, for the last few years, have been writing everything down and advising the other two write everything down as well, and yet they never fucking do. And they panic and come up with shit answers. That's not actually true. That last bit isn't true. It was just an unnecessary jab.
I know. I've got my TV show. I know the answers for TV shows.
I know your answer for TV show as well.
Yeah. I'm sure you do. I'm struggling. Games has been crap.
Games is really easy for me because there has been one.
Yeah.
I've only played one new release game this year.
I really want to try and squeeze out Ghost of Yotai before then.
I will not. The only game that has got my attention that I'm probably going to go, I'm just waiting for it to finish at the moment, is Dispatch.
No, I don't know what it is.
It's almost like a Telltale game of like a superhero world, where the main character kind of injured in battle or whatever, and becomes like the superhero 911 operator and sends all the superheroes out and everything. It's got like Alana Pierce is in it, Jack Septguy's in it, and Aaron Paul is the main character and stuff. So it's
like films. I don't really have anything for I could because I don't feel like I've seen many films that have come out this year.
I have. My list is quite. So it's quite
Can you give
funny.
me a whole list because I'll see. Then I can work out what ones I've seen. That's boobs.
It wasn't.
It looked like mine.
I've just literally got that as a note.
Oh yeah, so I'm not allowed to use it. Is that why you've done it?
No, it was so we remembered it.
Oh, I thought you had done it as like a copyright thing. So if I did do it, you could be like, "Aha!"
I mean, if you used it without
Judge.
me, I wouldn't sue you. I'd kill you. But
Fair enough. I was planning on using it. All right, okay, hang on. Movies. Not seen that. Forgot that was this year. Not seen that. Don't know what that is. Not seen that. 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 Seen that. Not seen that. Not seen that. Not seen that. This is getting interesting. Not seen. Not seen. Not seen. Not seen. Oh my god, I've really not seen. I know what my film's going to be.
that one.
Yeah. Okay, I've got some things to watch.
It's quite alarming that.
Oh, I didn't think about. There's a
I've
show
not-
there I didn't think about. Fuck. Okay.
Which one?
Fuck, I don't want to tell you because I don't want to spoil the thing.
I can't think of what you've watched out of these. Oh, that. That's not better.
What? Oh no, not that. No,
Oh, what the fuck have you watched then?
this one.
That's the one I thought you were thinking was the best one.
Oh no. I know what I'm picking as my best. Spoilers.
I don't even know what you've watched. Fair enough. Sorry, we're just sitting and looking at notes on my phone. But what I meant to show you was just how short the fucking games.
Yeah, there's like
and
three.
and
Actually,
4 of them are remasters.
Yeah,
There's
four
five.
of them.
4 of them are remasters. So there's one new game that's come out. So yeah,
I think I've only played 2 new releases this year.
yeah, it's been a fucking another shockingly shit year. But it hasn't. It's just for the mood I'm in, it's been a shit year. Because there's like Clair Obscur and things like that I would like.
Yeah.
I just not in the mood to play massive RPGs at the moment. I can't, and like Ghost of Yotei has been spoiled for me by Shadows. Yeah. So I don't really want to just.
I fucking loved Shadows, though. I have to say, I did enjoy Shadows.
So did I. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
But, yeah, but at the same time, the most fun I've had playing a game this year has been a game from fucking like 2003 or something.
Oh, Mafia.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, that's most of the games. The most fun I've had gaming this year has been Marvel Rivals. I've officially taken over my playtime on Fortnite.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Virgin.
Yeah. What can I say? It's a good game. Good game, innit? And do you know what's really weird? Do you know what everyone involved here wants to hear something that makes absolutely no fucking sense? I don't like playing Fortnite that much at the moment because I find it really repetitive.
Yeah, you're playing Marvel Rival.
Which on paper would be more repetitive.
Substantially so, I'd say.
But I think what I don't like, because you could say the same thing about COD.
Yeah.
I like all these multiplayer games where you're playing the same types of matches. My thing, the repetitive nature, is the looting
Right.
that I find tiring and tedious. Whereas obviously in a game like that, you just have your guns. It doesn't feel like you to spend all this time getting to a point. It's not necessarily. It's the same feeling I get in a story game where you get to a section where it just takes all your shit off you. And I feel that at the beginning of every game of Fortnite. It's like, for fuck's sake. Or the end, I should say that I feel that at the end of every game of Fortnite. I'm just like, for fuck's sake, I have to do all of that again. Especially when you get a couple of games in a row where you just get some stuff and then immediately die.
I did last week jump on the Disneyland island. Because in case you didn't know about me, I'm a big fan of Disney parks.
No, I never heard you mention them.
And it's the 70th anniversary of Disneyland, the original Disney park this year. So they've done a thing with Fortnite, and it's just a creator island you can go to, and there's a bunch of little mini.
Only 70?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be older than that.
A bunch of little mini games and stuff like that. Really, it was a bit shit, but it was full of Disney shit, which I fucking loved. And Camilla and I, Camilla watched me. And I really enjoyed all the Disney references. Like, there's a thing where you're going through the stuff from the Rise of the Resistance, the stuff from Space Mountain, stuff from Haunted Mansion. Really good recreations of everything. Like, really faithfully Disney. All the soundtrack and the sound effects are in there. There's a little Disney trivia thing where you get asked questions about the Disney parks and knew every answer. Really good fun. And then you can unlock Disney cosmetics within it. So like you can have like Disney, you know, the Loungefly backpacks at they have a bunch of those which you can then get as backpacks and shit like that. Mickey ears, all this kind of stuff. But none of those things are transferable to the fucking Battle Royale.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Livid.
That's really stupid.
I sat and played it for like 2 hours to unlock everything, and then went over to the Battle Royale and was like, I can't get any of this shit.
Yeah, that's stupid.
What's the point?
That's stupid.
Because I'd love to run around with my Disney Loungefly, my Mickey ears, and my Goofy hat.
Yeah, that's dumb. Little Sorcerer's Apprentice hat.
Yep.
Is that one?
Yeah,
Is that one? Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah. Dumb. But yes, the next show will, as we were saying, more than likely be the end of year show where we'll go through our favourite things. I'm sure there will be foods and snacks and gifts and all gifts. I've just thrown that out there.
There's normally gifts.
Yeah, I haven't made that up, have I? No. I was just like, wait a minute, have I just hinted?
Yeah, there's normally.
But we'll do that. I have had an idea.
Okay.
That's a stupid. I'm not telling you. Rich knows, but
okay. One of us should be in the dark, to be fair, because otherwise it's not fun. I definitely please genuinely keep me.
Yeah, because
you should see what Rich and I've got planned for you.
Oh dear. I'll wear protection. But yes, remember to join for all the chaos. I've obviously forgotten. You'll remember as soon as I give you more context clues.
You'll remember as soon as I tell you.
I don't like you as a person. Maybe I won't get this gift.
Wow.
I'm kidding. Wow. I jest. But yes, join us for that. And then next year we'll do things. Probably.
There'll be things.
Maybe. Who knows? Hopefully we do something before next year. Otherwise I'm going to go insane.
Before next year? There's like 2 months.
Yeah, I know.
And it's Christmas. And I'm busy and you're busy.
Not particularly.
Dealing with shops.
Yeah.
Customers.
Some of them are great.
Not many.
We have some great customers. Anyway, thanks for joining. Thanks for all those who wrote in for the reading the things. It's nice to share the thoughts of everybody. Thanks for engaging in the chat. And we will... What?
You'd just be really weird.
I'm not very good at ending shows because I like talking.
Yeah, really? All right, okay. I'd never knew that about you.
And the first half of the show, I was just like, well, not first half, that was me being overly facetious, but the first chunk of the show, I was just letting you rattle off all your thoughts. I didn't really pipe up, so now I'm just making up for it. But anyway, thank you all for joining, and we will see you, and then until next time.
We shall see you then.